The entire rap world turned upside down today when it would be announced Rich Homie Quan has reportedly passed away at the age of 34. The Atlanta rapper passed away in his Atlanta home, according to his family and representative from Fulton County, as details of his passing would then come to light hours later. According to a report of, Rich Homie Quan's girlfriend said she saw him sleeping on the couch in the morning, covered him in a blanket, went to take her son to school, and then when she came back, she realized that he had no heartbeat. After realizing it, his girlfriend would quickly grab her phone and call 911.
I need an ambulance.
Tell me exactly what happened.
My boyfriend, he's been asleep on the couch since this morning. Well, he never came to bed last night. Sleep on the couch. I left him on the couch before I took my son to school this morning, put a blanket over him. And now I just checked on him again because he never got up. I don't feel a heartbeat. I don't see him breathing.
And you said, hold on, you said on the couch, and what happened?
I said I put a cover over him because it gets a little cool. He's in the living room. And now I just checked on him because I see he never got up. And I don't see him breathing. I don't feel a heartbeat or anything. And I turned him over. I see he kind of foamed at the mouth.
I'm sorry, are you saying he's not breathing? Is that correct? I'm not hearing you.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. If there's a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
After his passing, Quan's friends would reveal that he has been dealing with issues with narcotics. This is then when a viral video of Rich Homie Quan would be shared online, stating that Rich Homie Quan struggled with addiction and his decline in the music industry, and he was very open about it. The grind of the industry can break anyone, rest in perfect. Quickly investigating the career of Rich Homie Quan, noticing that he did have a pretty significant fall off from where his career used to be. And sadly, he is not the first rapper in the industry that resulted in the need of narcotics to help deal with the fall off, as even Fetty Wap has mentioned in an interview before. You go from being on top of the world, hundreds of thousands of dollars coming in, you have your entire family retired, you're purchasing homes from all of your family members, and suddenly everything falls off and everybody is stressed around you as you got them all to quit their jobs and the money isn't coming in like it used to. This is then when we saw Rich Homie Quan's best friend even confirming his passing, sharing on Instagram, "I'm devastated," along with a video of him and Quan in the studio for one last time.
But don't play with me like that, bro.
Bro, on my mama, bro.
You could put it on Tammy all you want. My mama named Tammy too. Both of our moms are named the same name, and both of our names are Rich. So we're like kind of twins. Bro, you didn't put in on that bottle, bro.
Me, man, I bought all them.
Oh.
The mouth, boy.
Okay, sorry about that.
Now get out my chair.
Take me, bro. Hey, please, Mr. Richard, get out my chair out so I can sit down.
I'm put your out of the session. On my mama. Yo, about to get.
Damn,
you about
bro,
to,
that's crazy.
I swear to God, yo, get put out of the session. I promise you that.
That's insane, bro.
I know.
You talk to me like that, bro.
I know.
That's insane, bro. That's not cool.
Now you acting like a white boy.
The thing is, before we put this out,
why don't you just set the f up?
Who the f is he talking to? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You, man.
What did I do? Maybe I should go talk to the ladies. Let me on the couch, y'all, because he don't want to talk. Can I sit right here, y'all?
He paid with his way too, guys.
Make some space for me.
He paid with his way, guys.
Or whatever he said. Hey, how y'all doing?
I said it's the intro.
Why I gotta be all that, though?
However, the passing of Rich Homie Quan gets even more upsetting. Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug had a very close friendship in the early 2010s, when they formed part of a rap collective known as Rich Gang alongside Birdman. Their collaborations, especially on the song Lifestyle, helped boost their careers into what it used to be. However, by around 2015, tensions between the two would start to surface. Young Thug made many public remarks that seemed to distance himself from Rich Homie Quan, calling him B Homie Quan during a concert. Quan, in response, explained that the issues were not as serious as people thought, but the two clearly drifted apart, both professionally as well as personally. But literally 3 days ago at the time of this recording, Rich Homie Quan would speak on Young Thug. In an interview, he would go on to share that he is willing to reconnect, and he was even stating to free Young Thug out of his case.
Okay, so I told you before, I grew up listening to you, and I heard you on stage screaming "Free Thugger," right? Yes, is there any chance that at some point in the future, either be unreleased music or whatnot, that we'll hear y'all on a song together again?
That I don't know, because we do have a lot of unreleased. We do have a lot of music that hasn't been released, but Who knows what the future holds? First and foremost, let's free Thugger. Let's free anybody locked up. Let's free Luwop, Lucci. It's a touchy situation, so I try not to talk about it a lot, but I don't know what the future holds, man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have a conversation, and then it'll start from there.
Okay, sure. I like that answer.
As Rich Homie Quan's name was brought up in Young Thug's YSL RICO trial. In a viral clip, it shares, Young Thug started laughing after YSL Woody tried to ask him if he had issues with Rich Homie Quan from the witness stand.
Yes, no, I don't recall. Did Thug have an issue with Rich Homie Quan bringing members of IF into his apartment?
Thug, did you have an issue with Rich Homie?
I'm asking you for what you told the police.
And I'm answering you. I just told you several times. I tell the police anything.
Okay. Do you recall talking about...
Which obviously you're not allowed to do that. Young Thug was allegedly in tears inside of the courtroom when Woody asked him this from across the room. But sadly, Young Thug didn't look so happy in court today for obvious reasons. A viral tweet would share, he has gotta know. I've never seen him look so somber, not one day during this trial. As Young Thug has been every day inside of court extremely happy and showing a smile that he's confident about his case, but Young Thug looked visibly upset today in court when receiving the information about Quan. In the same interview from 3 days ago, Rich Homie Quan would speak more about YSL Woody becoming a snitch in the YSL trial, saying that he is a liar.
What do you feel about his statements being said about him basically up your dad's barbershop?
What is a liar? The barbershop did got up, but it wasn't like, I don't want to talk much into it, but it wasn't like he has over-exaggerated it, because the same day the barbershop got it was up and running. So it couldn't have been like what he said it was. So we're going to hold that down. Shout out to Woody. But niggas know.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
However, this is where fans felt weird about Rich Homie Quan's passing. Rich Homie Quan has been speaking a lot about the YSL RICO trial lately. He was also likely going to become a witness in the case, one that would be placed onto the stand to answer questions from law enforcement about Young Thug and YSL. This is due to their long-lasting relationship. It's very likely that Quan would have said absolutely nothing to them. But this is where it gets really weird. 2 years ago, the same thing happened to Lil Keed. He was also going to be a part of the YSL RICO trial, but then he suddenly passed away. As when Lil Keed passed, a viral tweet would share, there is no way that Young Thug, Gunna, and most of YSL gets arrested, then YSL Lil Keed sadly passes. Something has got to be going on, bruh. YSL is being targeted. This would make a lot of people dig deeper into the theory, as rappers all around the industry are being taken into this YSL RICO trial because Young Thug had so many connections. From Gunna, Lil Baby, YFN Lucci, and more. It all dates back to May of 2022. Young Thug and Gunna, alongside several YSL members, were arrested on RICO charges, but this is where everything turned bad, as 2 weeks into the case, Thug's best friend Gunna would snitch his way out.
YSL is a music label, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Then, the following day after Gunna snitched, it would be reported by DJ Academics that Lil Baby, as well as members of 4PF, are next on the Atlanta DA's RICO list. Similar to how YSL and Thug were raided and arrested, Lil Baby was now next.
An in-depth investigation. Recent months, you've had 2 high-profile racketeering cases. There are going to be more.
Over the next 60 days, you'll see 2 more.
As even DJ Academics would then confirm, showing the literal evidence file from the court document that 4PF is written down, confirming it on stream that it is also a rap group with a 3-letter name.
I've heard 2 of them. Like, I've heard the 2 of them. They're like, yo, these are going first, then these are going first. I've heard the names. And I don't know if I should say it. Again, I got nothing to do with no investigation for nothing, whatever, but these are top rappers. Well, one's a top rapper. The other one, matter of fact, I'll do the segment without saying the name. I'll just say this. I believe you know who the obvious name is. They're in Atlanta. They go by three letters. They've been popping. One of the top I would say 3 rappers in the game.
Young Thug's team, YSL, is connected to major record labels, worth in the billions of dollars, leaving many conspiracy theorists to believe that the record labels with the billions of dollars could be doing anything to save Young Thug in the YSL team from all of these legal issues. But you tell me what you think down below in the comments.